Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, presents Viking Pregame. A look at today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, Viking Pregame.
Good evening, and welcome to Viking Pregame. Rick Olson here in the NLWN-TV studio, and we're very excited to once again bring you Colfax Viking football for the 2021 season. Tonight, the Vikings will kick off their season by taking on the Whitehall Norse. The Vikings are looking to make considerable steps forward from their winless 2020 campaign, while the Norse were only able to play 3 games in 2020 and are looking forward to a complete season. Now, coming up in this edition of Viking Pregame, we'll take a look at tonight's matchup between the Colfax Vikings and the Whitehall Norse. Then we'll get Coach DeMo's perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Then Dan and I will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's season opener. All that coming up right after this timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight, the Vikings will kick off their season by taking on the Whitehall Norse from Whitehall, Wisconsin. Now, both teams are looking to make a fresh start after disappointing 2020 seasons. The Norse are hoping to play a complete schedule, while the Vikings are hoping to find their way to the winning column. Now, the Norse will need to replace the experience, talent, and leadership of 4 graduated seniors off that 2020 roster. Most notably was Liam Herrick, who helped lead the team with an average of 8 tackles per game. The Norse will also have to deal with the loss of starting quarterback Ryan Kleinhaus. And the Norse will be able to count on the services of Jonathan Thorne, however, who returns as the Whitehall rushing leader with an average last season of 113 yards per game. They also return their leading receiver, Devin McCune, who last year's 3-game season caught 6 passes for 72 yards for an average of 12 yards per catch. Defensively, the Norse returned their leading tackler from last season, Eric Kleinhaus, as well as their sack leader, Ian Pank, who averaged 3 sacks per game. Now, the Vikings look to replace 7 graduating seniors from last season. Most notably, the Vikings will miss the leadership of quarterback Drew Gibson and the steady rushing of Hunter Reback, who averaged over 3 yards per carry. Reback was also the team's leading receiver for total yards with 230. The leading receiver in yards per catch was Max Knutson, who averaged nearly 24 yards per catch. Austin Schindler will also be missed, along with his nearly 7 tackles per game. Returning for the Vikings is senior running back Aiden McKee, who led the team with total yards rushing, and senior running back Colton Lemon is also looking to step up as a running back and turn in big numbers. Now, defensively, the Vikings will welcome back the run-stuffing ability of sophomore Cameron Molina and the leading tackler from last season, Colin Bowl, who averaged over 6 tackles per game. Coming up next, I caught up with Coach DeMo at a practice a little earlier this week, and we'll get his perspective on tonight's game in Coach's Corner. Then Dan and I will bring you all the play-by-play action of tonight's season opener. All that coming up right after this brief timeout as you're tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Time now to see what the coaches have to say. It's Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. And now, Coach's Corner.
Today in Coach's Corner, we're talking with Viking head coach Matt DeMoe. And Coach, you're heading into your 6th season at the helm of the Vikings. And now last season was a bit of a struggle for the Vikings. What improvements can we look for in this year's crop?
We definitely have a new group of kids coming through, but we still have a lot of our offensive line the same. So we need our offensive line to be good, and then we need those kids that are stepping into those new positions to really step up.
Now this season you have 7 seniors on the roster. Who do you expect to provide the leadership for the underclassmen?
Bryce Score is going to be our quarterback mostly, so he's definitely going to be an impact on us. An offensive lineman, Colin Bull, he does a good job, with that crew. And then our running back is also a senior, so those guys need to step up and lead this crew.
Colin Bull also had a pretty big year last year defensively. Is that going to be some help for you?
Yeah, definitely. Yep, he's played a lot for us ever since he was a freshman, so we need him to lead on the offense and defensive side of the ball.
Now, as mentioned earlier last season, and for that matter 2019 as well, were struggles for the Vikings. What can be done to change the culture and make the Vikings more of a threat and to those teams in the top of the conference?
Well, our first couple weeks of practice, we've really worked on, fundamentals and the things that you need to do for your team. You're 1/11th of each side of the ball, and you have to do your job. You don't have to do more than that. You need to do your job and do it every single play, no plays off, and that's going to make us more consistent and better.
Now, are there any underclassmen to keep an eye on who might be poised for a breakout season?
Asher Pekka does a great job for us. He's our backup running back, and he's going to get a lot of carries this year. He's explosive. He's probably our most explosive kid on offense with the ball in his hands.
Okay, well, thank you, Coach DeMoe, for joining us on Coach's Corner. Good luck in tonight's game, and coming up, we have more Viking pregame.
You've been listening to Coach's Corner, where they look at tonight's game from the coach's point of view. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network. Stay tuned. There's more Viking pregame coming up right after this brief timeout. You're listening to Viking pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
All out on 3. 1, 2, 3. All out. 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 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Bring it down.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
we discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Viking Pregame. Tonight we have 2 teams, the Vikings and the Norse, who are looking to get more out of this season than out of last season's disappointments. The Norse want to find more games, and the Vikings want to find more success. The key to tonight's game for the Vikings is, can the 12 Vikings who saw considerable action last season be supported by the group of incoming juniors, sophomores, and even freshmen to make this team more competitive? So it all adds up to some exciting high school football action right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Now, in just a few moments, I'll be joining my colleague Dan Petschow at Whitehall High School, and we'll have all the play-by-play action for you coming up next. You've been tuned to Viking Pregame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye, It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
You've been listening to Viking Pregame with a look at today's Colfax Vikings game. Stay tuned. Coming up next is live Colfax Viking football.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Colfax Viking football is on the air. The Northern Light Webcasting Network, in conjunction with Colfax High School, proudly presents today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, out to the stadium for coverage of today's Colfax Vikings game.
Good evening and welcome to Whitehall High School. Rick Olson here along with Dan Petchow, Ann Monroe on the switcher, Chris Olson doing the camera work for us tonight. And we're getting ready to kick off the 2021 Colfax High School football season, again as they take on the Whitehall Norse. Dan, what are you looking for tonight?
Yeah, some of the keys to my game tonight, I want to see Colfax carry the ball, try not to get into turnovers on offense, and defense, they got to try to create a couple turnovers against Whitehall to stay in this game. So.
Yeah, the Vikings had a very frustrating season last year, and they could hang tough for about a half, and then things would get out of control in the second half. But 2 years ago, when they were down here at Whitehall, went down to the final minutes. And in fact, the Vikings had the ball and were driving at the end of the game. And so maybe we'll see something more like that, and maybe have it come out on the right side for the Vikings.
Yeah, Whitehall's tough. Colfax is going to have to try to stay with them tonight.
Now, I look across the field. The Vikings are gathering over on their sideline. And we had a nice contingent of Colfax fans down here over on the far side. And plenty of people here from Whitehall. And, you know, I'm going to call it Whitewater before the day's done, Dan. It's going to happen. And Ann is pointing something out to me. And I see what she's saying. Okay. So I'll tell you what, why don't we take this bit of a timeout, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff and starting lineups right after this. You're tuned to Colfax Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was 10, my mom got deported. We had a difficult time, and I feel that's why I didn't get to finish school. My husband is really supportive in a way that he pushed me to go back to school.
She wants to have a career so her kids can look up to her.
They both keep me motivated to go to school, and they see that if I do it, like, they can do it too, you know? I feel that everything's possible.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
I see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And the national
Thank you,
anthem
Noah.
being sung by a Whitehall High School student. Now, I did not catch the opening coin toss, so I'm not sure who it was that won the coin toss. But they're getting ready to do the starting lineups or the introduction of the teams. The Vikings are going to get introduced as a whole team.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the starting
And I'll
lineups
run
tonight,
through the
visiting
offensive
Vikings wish to be
starters
introduced
for the
as an
Vikings.
entire team.
Number 4,
Ladies
Brian
and gentlemen,
Churchill.
please
Number
welcome
5,
to Whitehall,
starting at
the
quarterback,
Colfax
is Chris
Vikings.
Sikora. And at tight end, number 8, Nick Jensen.
And now,
at wide
ladies and
receiver,
gentlemen,
number
get on
11,
your
Austin
feet and get
Spencer.
excited for your Whitehall Norsemen!
And the speaker from the
Introducing the
public
starting offense tonight.
loud, so hopefully
Leading off at tight end, number 10,
So at running back for the
Rockin'
Vikings
Coolidge.
is Aiden McKee.
At left tackle, number 66, Nick Matika.
Dylan Hedola. And
At left guard, number 52, Justin Fremstead.
I think I did all 11.
At center, number 60,
For the Whitehall
Colton
Norse.
Sluga.
At tight end is Brecken Kulig.
At right guard, number 56, Wiley Dunn.
At left guard is number 52, Justin Fremstead.
At right
Center,
tackle,
Colton
number 54,
Right guard
Ian
is Riley
Payne.
Dunn. Right tackle is Ian Pank.
At wide receiver, number 3, Devin McHugh.
And the wingback is Isaac Spoigan.
At halfback, number 20,
At running
Jonathan
back,
Thorne.
and Jonathan Thorne. And
At fullback, number 42, Eric Kleinhans.
Starting offense for the
At wing, number 88, Isaac Stoyan. And finally, your QB, Hayden Sansala. The head coach of the Whitehall Norsemen is Mr. John Kleinhans.
So now we're going to get ready to get the 2021 football season underway.
A reminder, ladies and
By the
gentlemen,
way,
that
for those
tonight's
of you who
game
have been
is a
following the
WIAA sanctioned
Eau Claire
event,
Cavaliers
and good sportsmanship should be
on
modeled at all times.
NLWN-TV, they
Also,
open
this is a
WBA
tobacco-free
state tournament
facility.
play tonight
Any use of tobacco
at
or
9:30.
tobacco-related
We
products
will
on
not have
school
that
grounds
game,
is strictly
but you
prohibited.
can catch
Thank
it
you
on
for your
Celestine's
cooperation and
Sports on
enjoy
YouTube.
tonight's
You can watch
football
that one
game.
live. And And then, depending on how they do tonight, they will be playing again tomorrow, either at 1:30 or 7:30. And then if they do well in those two games, they can move on to Sunday and end up in the semifinals and hopefully even the finals for the state championship. That's been a good summer this summer, Dan, doing a little baseball.
Yeah, kind of a whole new deal for us, and it's interesting to be up in the box instead of on the field. It's been a while.
Yeah. Okay, so now we have some Viking football about ready to start. Bryce Sikora to kick off for the Vikings. Sikora getting ready to get the ball teed up.
I see you brought the binoculars tonight.
Yes, I did bring the binoculars.
Number 20, Jonathan Thorne.
Back deep to receive for Whitehall is number 12, Seth Lembeck, and number 20, Jonathan Thorne. Here's the kick. It's a short kick, comes down at about the 30 or 25-yard line, picked up by an up back. He circles around to his left, breaks a couple tackles, gets across the 25 out to about the 27-yard line.
Isaac
Scoyan on the return. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Whitehall Norse at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, let's see if Colfax can keep the offense kind of inside. Make them run up the middle.
Vikings lined up in that 4-man front. On defense, they come up. Whitehall comes up to the line of scrimmage. Sansala at quarterback. Puts a man in motion. Quick look out into the left flat. Pass is complete, but taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Pass is complete. Minimal gain. 2nd down.
Maybe it's not even a yard. We'll make it. We'll call 2nd and 10. Almost a yard. So we'll make it 2nd and 9 from the 28. Slot receiver out wide to the left. McCune out wide to the right. Quick pitch coming around the right side. He's got a hole, but gets taken down just inside the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Sikora. They're going to mark it at the 35. Or Tuchel on the tackle.
Yeah, good job by number 4, Tuchel, to get the...
Yeah, Bryson Tuchel this time. There's a couple Tuchels out there. Third and about 3 for Whitehall. Slot receiver out to the left. Quick toss again to the right. Gets held up at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a gain of about 2. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 at the 37-yard line. 4th and about a yard.
Looks like they'll go for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for Whitehall. Well, no, they have somebody dropping back in punt formation. Back deep to receive for the Vikings is Bryce Sikora. There's a punt. It's over Sikora's head. It hits at the 25, rolls down to about the 10 to the 7-yard line. Sikora picks it up, comes to his left, gets out to the 20 and pushed out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Taken by Bryce Sikora.
That's a good idea by Sikora to pick that up.
1st and 10 Vikings.
What was that, Dan? I couldn't hear what you said that time.
Yes, that was a good idea for Sikora to pick that up. It was inside the 10, and he didn't have anybody around him yet. So
yeah, plenty of time. That can be a dangerous play if they're down on top of you, but that time he was okay. So the Vikings have it 1st and 10. They mark it right on the 20-yard line. Sikora brings him up to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs. Tuchel in motion. Taken down in the backfield is Aiden McKee.
Hands ball off to McKee. Tackled immediately.
He gets taken down back at about the 17-yard line.
Loss of
It's going
about
to be
3 yards.
3-yard loss. Second and 13.
Colton Sluga, number 60 for Whitehall on the tackle.
Sluga on the tackle for the Norsemen.
So second and 13 for the Vikings. Sikora has him up to the line. Gives straight up the middle. McKee finds a gap, gets out across the 30, and it's going to be good for a first down.
Vikings advances the ball to about the 31-yard line, picking up the first down.
Good run there.
Hey, both of your guys' headsets.
Okay. They're marking it at the 31. And a penalty marker on the play.
And it off to Hoffman, penalty on the field.
And we have illegal shift by the Vikings.
Call is illegal shift on the Vikings.
And it's going to back it up 5 yards, make it 1st and 15.
Ball is placed on the 24-yard line.
That's an awfully long 5 yards. That's about a 7-yard 5 yards that he marched off. So the line of scrimmage was the 31. They put it back to the 20. Well, now they moved it back out to the 26. The guy's legs were longer than he thought. And I think we've got movement on the Viking line. I think it was Dylan Heedalong moved a little bit early. Illegal procedure, a false start on the Vikings. Backs it up another 5. It's going to make it 1st and 20. From the 21-yard line.
First and a long ways.
So the Vikings back up to the line. Sikora drops back, gets hit in the backfield, but gets out of it, rolls out to his right. We have a penalty marker, comes flying in. Sikora gets it across the 30 and gets belted out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Running off the right-hand side. Penalty on the field.
Yeah, see the ref threw his hand over there on that shot too. So we'll see what they call.
Now where that flag came in, it's oftentimes an illegal block of some type. But when the referee throws his hat, it means he saw a second penalty usually too. So let's see what they call. It looks like he pointed both ways. So we have a face mask call against Whitehall. Personal foul against Whitehall. So 2 penalties against Whitehall.
Face masking and personal foul.
And it's going to move the ball all the way into Whitehall territory at the 46-yard line. First down for the Vikings.
1st and 10 Vikings.
Vikings come up to the line. 8:05 to go in the first quarter. Sikora has them at the line. 2 running backs. In motion goes Tuchel. Snap goes through Sikora's hands. He falls on it back at the Viking 42-yard line.
Down at about the 42-yard line of the Vikings. 2nd down.
That's going to bring up a 2nd and about 23.
Yeah, just a little high for some.
Well, I'll make it 21 where they have it marked. 2nd and 21. Sikora has him up to the line. Swanson out wide to the left. Tuchel in the slot on the left. Give up the middle, and nothing doing that time. Picha on the carry.
Number 6. Nobody on the tackle. Third down.
Asher Picha. He's only a sophomore. Vikings come up to the line. Split out wide to the left this time is Nick Jensen. And the Vikings jump.
Penalty on the field.
One thing Vikings will have to watch tonight is their turnovers. It is the first game of the season. It's something to pay attention to already.
So that's going to make it third down and about 26. Dropping back. Look over the middle. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for McKee. Brings up 4th and a long ways for the Vikings. Dropping back.
On the pass breakup for the Norsemen.
Not much wind tonight.
No, we could use a little. It's kind of sticky up in this press box on a warm, muggy day. Looks like they've got Sikora back to do the punting. There's a snap. He got the kick away. It went straight up. It's coming back down at the 40. Bounces and rolls. Gets a nice Viking roll. It rolls dead at the 31-yard line.
31-yard line. Where it'll be 1st and 10 Norsemen.
So, the Norsemen take over. 1st down. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. McCune split out wide to the right. They're tight on the left with a slot on the right side. That slot man goes in motion. That's Scoyan. And a give over to the right side. Thorne on the carry. And he got no gain, maybe a yard. 2nd and 9.
Good job by Ashton Greenwell, number 52 for Colfax on that one. The pitch was a little bit behind and the play took a little bit to develop. So.
2nd down 9. That's a touch screen. Look out in the flat. The pass is complete.
Pass is complete to Devin McCune. 46.
Devin McCune on the
1st
catch.
and 10 Norsemen.
Whitehall up to the line. Slot receiver goes in motion. Give to Thorne up the middle. He got met right behind the line of scrimmage.
Thorne the
Back
ball
at the
carrier for the
45-yard
Norsemen.
line.
Tackle for a loss. 2nd down.
And up to the line of scrimmage comes the Whitehall Norse. And I see that our camera has frozen again. Back to pass. Looking out in the flat on the left side. Pass is complete. Stoyan on the reception. And taken down at about the 43-yard line. I think we have a penalty marker on the play. We do, back in the backfield.
Penalty on the field.
And it's going to be a holding call against
Whitehall. Against the Norsemen.
Tell you what, we're going to try to fix the camera. We're going to take a timeout. And we'll be back right after this. Are your animals feeling a little under the weather? Give the nice folks at Colfax Animal Hospital a call. Bruce Buckley is just what the doctor ordered. In fact, he is the doctor, and he's ready to help. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Give them a call at 715-962-3380.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Now we're back here at Whitehall. Rick Olson with you. And I don't know why my audio has disappeared like it has.
Timeout on the field taken by the Norsemen. With 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first quarter, your score 0-0.
We're getting more on the more audio from the public address system than we are.
Shout it up! Go, Norsemen, go! Go, Norsemen, go! It's time out, so shout it out! Go, Norsemen, go! Go, Norsemen, go! It's time out, so shout it out! Go, Norsemen, go!
A couple of announcements to bring to your attention tonight. Future football games of the Whitehall Norsemen. On Monday, the 23rd, the junior varsity football travel to Colfax. That game time is at 5 p.m. Next Friday, the 27th, the Arcadia Raiders come to Whitehall. Game time at 7 o'clock.
Now we got the audio
And
back.
Friday, on September 3rd, the Whitehall Norsemen travel to
There we go.
Mindoro. That
Who
game
knows?
time is 7 o'clock as
Huh?
well.
Who knows?
If you're
You know, it's the
putting
first
plans
game of the
together,
season, and
Homecoming 2021 is going to be Friday, October 1st.
but there's a timeout on the field as
City Pirates at 7 o'clock.
they're getting all the players well hydrated.
The Whitehall Norse football
And
team all
while they're doing that, we'll take a quick timeout also, and we'll double check everything, make sure it's all working on the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
Back here at Whitehall, no score, first quarter, 4:05 remaining. The Norse have the ball, third down, 26 to go. They're at their own 30-yard line, dropping straight back. Look, pump fake, now looking deep. He's got Thorne, he's got the catch at the 30. He's got a clear path towards the end zone. Sikora getting chased, but Thorne takes it into the end zone for a touchdown for the Whitehall Norse.
Madison takes it to the house.
Yeah, good inroad, Jonathan Thorne on that.
70-yard touchdown pass.
That good route, got behind the defense.
The fake pump throws the defensive backs, and then Thorne kind of split the difference on the deep end, and they laid the ball. Sensala laid the ball right in his hands. And the Whitehall Norse go on top 6-0. They're going to attempt to kick the conversion here. McCune to do the kicking. Seth Lambeck to hold. A snap to place the kick. It's up. And it's good. That makes the score. The Whitehall Norse 7 and the Vikings 0.
51 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Your score.
And a timeout on the field. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. And we're back here at Whitehall High School. The Norse going to kick off to the Vikings.
Back to receive for the Vikings, number 28, McKee, and number 33, Peacha.
McKee and Peacha back deep for the Vikings.
Kicking off for the Norsemen, number 3, McCune.
McCune teeing the ball up for the Norse. Now he's got the ball, puts it on the tee. Peach and McKee back deep. Q got the whistle. Here he comes. Swings the leg. It's going to come down around the 20. It's picked up there by McKee at the 10. Gets out across the 20. Cuts it over to his left. Gets out about the 25, 26-yard line where he's taken down out there by the Southski.
27-yard line. Tackle made by McCune. First and 10 Vikings.
And the Vikings have it first down at the 26-yard line. Well, the Vikings had what looked like a promising drive going at that last time they had the ball, and then some big mistakes sent them back the other way.
Yeah, let's see if they can put something together here.
Sikora waits for the snap. Gives the ball, fumbled, it's loose on the ground, and who's going to come away with it? Whitehall saying they do. Looks like the Vikings.
Looks like a recovered by the Vikings.
Right back. Loss of about a yard.
Line. Second down.
Second and 11 for the Vikings. Swanson out wide to the right. Tuchel out to the left. Jensen's lined up tight. Two running backs in the backfield. Gives straight up the middle, and there was nothing there that time. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Stopped at about the 24-yard line was McKee.
On the tackle for the Norsemen.
Yeah, big hit there by number 55.
Loss of about a yard and a half. Brings up third down.
He's on that right defensive tackle. Vikings come up to the line, third and about 13. Sikora keeps it himself going around the right end. Gets out across the line of scrimmage, across the 25 to about the 28 or 29-yard line.
Several yards. Brings up fourth
They're
down.
going to make it fourth and about 8 for the Vikings. Sikora back in punt formation. Thune and McCune back for Whitehall. or Thorne and McCune. I knew that rhymed too much to be right. Here's a snap and the kick. This is a low liner, hits at about the 45. Picked up by McCune. He gets across the 50 down to the 45. Penalty marker flies. He's still on his feet, fighting forward, down, finally at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, we got to block him back
Penalty
by
on
number
the
10.
field.
Breaking cool it, I bet.
So that's going to move Whitehall back a little bit.
Call is block in the back by the Norsemen.
And they're going to mark it from where the penalty occurred. And so they're going to move it back. It'll be about the 38-yard line where they put it down. First and 10 for the Whitehall Norse at their own 38. McCune comes out wide to the right. They have a tight slot on the right. That's Scoyan. Sensala under center. Give straight up the middle, and not much there. Across the 40. Oh, they're going to mark it right on the 40. There's Kleinhans on the carry.
Second and 8.
Middle of that Viking defense holding pretty stout. Gain of about a yard. Maybe 2. Second down 8. Norse at the line. Squaring in motion. Pitch out to the right side on the option, and down the right sideline is Thorne, and he's going to take it to the house. That's a 60-yard touchdown run.
Takes it to the house for a Whitehall touchdown.
Yeah, good job by Whitehall sealing off this right side. Open up the flat. Way west.
That touchdown makes it 13-0, Whitehall. .49.5 seconds to go in the first quarter. McCune to try the extra point, the snap, the place, the kick, it's on its way, and it's good. So with 49.5 seconds to go in the first quarter, the score, the Whitehall Norse 14, the Vikings nothing. You're tuned to Viking football on Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When your lawn is looking less than desirable, you need to give it a little pick-me-up. Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. With their Morning Sun Fertilizer, your lawn will get just what it needs. Morning Sun Fertilizer is non-chemical and organic. It's suitable for both urban and rural settings. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302 for a free estimate. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, beautifying the lawns of the Chippewa Valley.
High school football action is coming your way on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Coming up on Friday, August 27th, the Colfax Vikings will travel to Elevestrom High School to take on the Elevestrom Cardinals. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking Preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 27th, on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow, Chris Olson on the camera, and Monroe on the switcher. And the Whitehall Norse have opened up a 14-0 lead in the waning moments of the first quarter. Devin McCune to kick things away. McCune approaches. And now it's a short kick. It was not kicked by McCune. And we have a penalty marker on the play. Coming up and kicking that is a number I don't have in my sheet. And the PA guy's looking at me like, we don't know who it is either.
Yeah, I'm not for sure what they called on that.
Well, it's an illegal procedure. I think it might have been kicked by Eric Reinhans.
Norseman. Backing him up.
So puts it back to the 35-yard line.
We'll try again.
So McCune to tee it up again. Dan, I'll bet you this time McCune actually kicks it himself.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think. 42 can't kick the ball.
All right. McCune comes up. This time he kicks it. Caught at about the 25 by Picha. He's across the 35 to the 40. He's taken down right at the 40-yard line. And that's where the Vikings will take over first down.
First down, Colfax.
And, yeah, they're going to mark it just the nose of the ball over the 40-yard line.
Good field position.
And the Vikings come up to the line. Swanson out wide to the left. Tuchel out wide to the right. Jensen at the tight end on the right side. Sikora takes a snap. Looks over the middle, intended for Jensen. Threw it a little bit behind him. Right about at the 50-yard line.
Intended for Jensen.
It was a nice pattern,
Second down,
but it was
Vikings.
right behind Jensen. Threw it where he was, not where he is. So the Vikings come back up to the line. Jensen this time lined up on the left side. Tuchel split out to the left. Swanson out wide to the right. Tuchel goes in motion. Sikora throws to Tuchel on the right side in the flat, and he tries to make a cut and his feet go out from underneath him, and it's a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Loss of a couple of yards on the play.
When Tuchel went in motion, he circled behind the backfield and then did that little circle route out into the flat.
Yeah, number 55 for Whitehall. Kind of had a beat on that play.
That was Spittler. All right, coming up to the line. And we have a whistle.
Penalty on the field.
And a false start on the Vikings. Well, you can tell it's the first game of the season for both teams. We got a lot of mistakes. We still don't have the end of the first quarter.
They're going to run the clock.
And that's the end of the first quarter. All right. So at the end of the first quarter, it's the Whitehall Norse 14 and the Vikings nothing. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Anderson Bridges, located in Colfax, Wisconsin, has been manufacturing prefabricated steel truss bridges since 1989. With hundreds of bridges supplied nationwide, we suspect you've crossed our path. It may have been on a pedestrian or bicycle bridge, or how about a snowmobile, ATV, or golf course bridge? Anderson Bridges is likely to have manufactured it. Founded in 1989, Anderson Bridges has been a family-owned company since its beginning and are proud to support the Colfax Vikings.
Customer-owned, community-minded, Synergy Co-op. Our reputation has always been true. We take pride in serving you. When you're a customer, you're the company. Always a part of one big family. Customer-owned, community-minded, Synergy Co-op.
Back here at Whitehall High School, getting ready to start the second quarter. Vikings trailing the Whitehall Norse by a score of 14-0. And I see we're having issues again with our camera. So we'll get on that right away.
It's preseason for us too.
Evidently, yeah.
Maybe I'll have to get a penalty flag up here.
Yeah, we'll call illegal procedure on the camera. Now we got it back. And we didn't miss anything. So, third down and, let's call it 18 for the Vikings. Scoreboard says 3rd and 17. I'll take that. It's about halfway between them. So the Vikings could use a big third down play here. Pass completion would be nice. Downfield. Single setback now. That's McKee in the backfield. Sikora in the pistol, drops straight back, looking downfield, throws it over the middle, and Jensen, Sikora weren't quite on the same page. It's going to bring up 4th down and 17 for the Vikings.
Pressure right in them. 54 Ian Panic for Whitehall. Got to Sikora.
Vikings in punt formation. Sikora back deep to punt. McCune, Thorne are back deep for Whitehall. Sikora waits for the snap. Gets it. Gets the kick away. It's going to come down to Thorne at the 40. He's across the 50. He's got a full head of speed. Across the 40, down across the 30, down to the 20, and he's going to take it to the house. 60-yard punt return for breaking, or check that, Jonathan Thorne. Took it around the right end, and off he went.
Yeah, caught it right in stride.
That's going to make it 20-0. And the Norse lining up to try the extra point. Again, that's McCune to do the kicking. There's a snap, the place, the kick. It's low, it's not going to get there.
McCune's extra point.
That one's no good, so the score remains Whitehall 20 and the Vikings nothing. 11:42 to go in the first half, and you're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School, and Dan, the Vikings have to get a couple things worked out. They've got to start sustaining some drives on offense.
Yeah.
3 and out is not going to get them anywhere.
Yeah, they got to make sure they see off the outsides.
Yeah, on defense, they've got to turn people into where the help is. So McCune lined up he's going to tee the ball up. McKee and Picha back deep for the Vikings. And one more person comes running in. That's Josiah Harder. Up in that front line. McCune drops back, gets the whistle. Now he approaches, swings the leg. It's going to come down at about the 23-yard line, picked up by McKee at about the 15. He gets it out across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
For the Vikings, advancing the ball and being tackled.
And so it'll be Viking ball, 1st and 10 at the 27.
Yeah, Colfax just has to settle down a little bit, take their time,
Bracken Kulig
find the gaps,
for the Norsemen.
move the ball. Sounds simple, doesn't it?
It sounds so easy, and I know it's not. But Bryce Sikora is struggling a little bit. He's got to throw it where the receivers are going to be, not where they are. We have a change at quarterback for the Vikings. Brian Tuchel now in. Sikora splits out wide to the left. Swanson wide to the right. And it's a given. That doesn't go anywhere. Colton Hoffman on the carry.
But there's a fumble.
Gets taken down back at the 20-yard line. He fumbled the ball. And they're saying second down. Vikings fell on it.
Brings up second down. Fremstead on the play for the Norsemen.
Colton Hoffman with a loss of about 3. Second and about 13. Ball's back inside the 20 at the 19. Vikings come up to the line. Brian Tuchel at quarterback. Sikora goes in motion, give up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles, tries to keep his feet, stumbles forward across the 20 to about the 23-yard line.
Advancing the ball for the Vikings.
Gain of about 4. It's going to bring up third down. The box across the field says 4th, but it's third down. Now he's got it right.
Third down for the Vikings.
Ball's on the 23. Third and about 15. Or 14. Tuchel takes it, rolls out to his left, and he's swarmed under, back around the 10-yard line.
Fremstead makes the sack.
Fremstead on the tackle
Norseman
for Whitehall.
Loss on the
They're going to mark it at the 13. So it's 4th down and about 24 yards to go for the Vikings. Scoreboard says 23. Their math is probably better than mine, so I'll take it. Sikora back in punt formation. McCune and Lambeck are back. McCune takes it back at the Viking 47, gets it up across the 35 and taken down at around the 31-yard line.
For the Norsemen, tackled at about the 31-yard line.
So good field position for the Whitehall Norse. 1st and 10. We do have a penalty marker on the play.
There is a penalty on the field.
It's sitting there at about the 22-yard line.
Looks like a hold.
Penalty
Either a hold or an illegal
Norsemen.
block. Let's see where they end up marking it. Looks to me like it's going to go back to about the 41 or 42-yard line. They're going to put it on the 41.
On the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Whitehall Norse at the 41-yard line of the Vikings. Aiden Sensala at quarterback. Ducks in under center. And we're going to get a penalty for a delay of game against the Norse. So that'll make it 1st and 15.
Penalty against the Norse. Backs them up 5 yards. Ball on the 46-yard line.
One of the things these high school quarterbacks need to learn, and sometimes it takes a while, is that the back judge back in the defensive backfield will hold his hands up as the time on the play clock is running down. They don't have the play clock like the collegiate and NFL players have. Pass is batted down.
Pass intended for
Secor with it. And he had thoughts about a pick 6 there. But he did the right thing as a defensive back. He went up and knocked the ball down first.
2nd down, Norseman.
He had a nice beat on it, though. 2nd down, 15. All right, Whitehall comes back up to the line. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 out wide to the right. That's McCune out wide to the right. Sensala in the pistol, gives it to Thorne, cutting around the right end. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to take it to the house.
Jonathan Thorne.
Thorne with a 46-yard touchdown run.
Whitehall touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dan, you're right. The Vikings need to find a way to shut down that outside, and they're just not doing it.
Yeah, they got caught a little flat-footed there, and number 20, Jonathan Thorne, gets up that head up speed.
And whoever's playing the corner back there for the Vikings couldn't believe he saw Thorne coming at him around that end and was there flat-footed and reacted way too late to have an angle on him. So that touchdown run makes it 26-0 in favor of the Whitehall Norse. McCune to try the extra point. Here's a snap to place the kick. It's on its way, and it got there.
McCune's extra point is good.
27-0. The Norse leading the Vikings with 8:50 to go in the first half. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. The Vikings digging a pretty deep hole for themselves today. Trailing by the score of 27-0 with 8:50 to go in the first half. Really, they have no answer on the outside right now.
Yeah, right. They just have to slow them down a little bit.
Well, they've got to turn them in coming around that outside. They've got to get some seal on the outside or it's going to be a really long night. McCune to tee the ball up. Again, back deep for the Vikings. Peach and McKee. McCune has the ball. Places it gently on the tee. Waits for the whistle. Now he's got it. And he squibs one, and it gets fallen on by the Vikings. I think that might have been Nick Jensen. No, I take it back.
Advances a couple of yards.
Number 3.
Down to about
I don't have one of those on my roster.
1st and 10, Colfax.
So we're going to have to check on that.
Whitehall's got a pretty good pass rush. So let's see if Colfax can slow that down a little bit.
Brian Tuchel still at quarterback. He's in the pistol. McKee, the lone setback. 2 slot receivers out wide to the left. Give to McKee. He gets across the 40.
McKee, the ball carrier for the Vikings. Picking up about a yard. 2nd and 9.
And just bear with us, folks.
Yeah, one thing Colfax has to do is just keep running north and south here and keep the ball out of Whitehall's hands for now. Don't try to get too cute.
They give it around to Sikora as he comes around the right end, and he gets it across the 45 out to about the 48-yard line.
Penalty on the field.
And a penalty marker did come flying in late. And it looks like it's going to be a hold on the Vikings. That's a personal foul against the Vikings.
Rule infraction, personal foul against the Vikings.
And so Vikings had the opportunity for some decent field position. Instead, we have the 15-yard penalty against them. Takes it back to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 22 from the 30. Vikings at the line. Tuchel takes the snap, drops back, throws over the middle, right into the hands of the defensive player, takes it down across the 25, taken down at the 21-yard line. Kleinhorn on the interception. Eric Kleinhaus on the interception. He's sitting back there as the Mike linebacker, and he didn't even have to move.
Ball is placed about the
Yeah, I'm not for sure with Sikora.
Right between his numbers.
Yeah, I'm not for sure what Sikora saw there.
So 1st and 10 at the Viking 21-yard line for the Whitehall Norse. Snap dropping straight back, looking downfield. Pass is complete to McCune. A leaping catch made right at the pylon.
In the end zone.
And he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just outjumped the Colfax defense there. Not for sure who that was, so for Colfax.
I think it might have been Bryson Tuchel over there. All right, they're going to try the 2-point conversion this time. Kleinhaus in the backfield. Quick toss to McCune. He slides into the end zone, and it's good. That makes the score Whitehall 35 and the Vikings nothing. 7:45 to go in the first half. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
35.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. Vikings trailing 35-0. Not even halfway through the second quarter. Vikings facing the prospect of running time in the second half if they don't get something figured out real quick.
Yeah, you know, in the last series for Colfax, their running attack was a little better than their passing attack. And I noticed that so far this game. So let's see if they can just kind of stick to that running game for a while.
They start making something positive to happen. They need that really badly. McCune gets the whistle. He approaches, swings the leg, kicks it. It's going to come down around the 15. Being chased down by Picha. He's out across the 10, gets hit at the 15 and taken down at about the 15-yard line.
Kickoff for the Vikings. Tackle.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the 15-yard line.
Vikings.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. McKee showed some running and some bursts in the first quarter. All right, Vikings come up to the line. Sikora back at quarterback. Gives to McKee, straight up the middle, gets across the line of scrimmage for a gain of about 2.
Tackled in the middle by a whole boatload of Norsemen.
Oh, they're going to mark it as a gain of 1.
Yeah, you know,
Second down,
it's 1 yard,
9.
but it's positive yard.
This is true.
And no turnaround.
2nd down, 9. Vikings back up to the line. Give up the middle again. This is McKee again. He gets it to the 20.
Picks up.
That's going to
Maybe
be
a couple of yards. 3rd down.
make a 3rd down and about 7 for the Vikings. Vikings come up to the line. Swanson and Bryson Tuchel split out wide to the right. Tuchel in motion. Give up the middle again, driving. Oh, no, he kept it himself. Sikora kept it himself and took it around the left end. He got enough for a 1st down. He's across the 25 to about the 28-yard line.
Picking up the Vikings.
Yeah, good job by
down.
Colfax Vikings. Fake the sell out. I was looking right down the middle.
Right? I thought it was a give up the middle. All right, Vikings coming up to the line. Swanson split out wide to the left. Tuchel to the right. Tuchel in motion. Give to McKee. Gets it across the 30, or right near the 30.
Isaac Scullion makes the tackle.
Gain of about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Vikings. Swanson splits out wide to the right. Tuchel to the left. 2 running backs. Tuchel goes in motion. Quick toss to Tuchel out in the flat. They're saying that was a lateral, and the ball's loose on the ground, and
the ball is loose on the ground.
Picked up by
Norseman.
Number 54. That's Ian Pank.
Ian Pank makes the recovery for the Norseman.
They're saying that was a backwards pass, and therefore it's a free ball. The Vikings kind of gave up on it when it hit the ground, and the Whitehall Norse did not. So it's a turnover.
Ball is being placed on the 20-yard line.
And no instant replay in high school.
Was that?
No instant replay in high school.
No, and I'm not sure it was a backward pass, but the official said it was, and that's all that counts. So 1st and 10 for the Norse from the 20-yard line of the Vikings. They're at the line of scrimmage. Gives straight up the middle. Kleinhaus, he breaks through. Gets down across the 10, down near the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier for the Norsemen. Pushing the ball up the field.
They're going to mark it on the 6.
Tackled at about the 6-yard line.
So it's going to be first and goal for the Norsemen at the 6-yard line of the Vikings. All right, the Norse are at the line. They split a receiver. That's McCune way out wide to the right. Turn give off the right tackle, scooting free, but getting loose down to is Lambeck. And he's taken down inside the 5. Well, right on the 5 is where they're going to mark it. Second down goal. Norse at the line. Give on an end around, coming around the left side, taken down in the backfield. That was Isaac Skoyan on the carry.
Looks like Kleinhans had the ball, tackled at about the 2-yard line.
I'll check that. Maybe that was Kleinhans. I thought it was an 88, but evidently it was a 42. They mark it at the 3. Third and goal. .3:31 to go in the first half. Whitehall comes up to the line. McCune splits out wide to the right.
See if they get the play off.
And a timeout being called.
Timeout taken on the field by the Norsemen.
So with a timeout on the field, the score, Whitehall Norse 35, Vikings nothing. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made home ownership happen. Homeschooling yourself on loans, beefing up your credit score.
So I'm pre-approved.
You were like, yes! Sorry. Color coding listings, ticking boxes, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. Home sweet home. You aced house hunting. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
3:17 to go in the first half. Vikings trailing 35-0. We're back here at Whitehall High School. And Norse took a timeout. They have 1 left. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Sala ducks in under center. Kleinhans and Lambeck in the backfield. Give to Kleinhans straight up the middle, and he takes it into the end zone.
Kleinhans, the ball carrier for the Norsemen, takes it into the house for a touchdown.
Makes it 41-0. Whitehall Norse on top. And again, McCune to try the extra point. Snap, place the kick. It's on its way. And it's no good.
Extra point attempt is
Whitehall,
no good.
And
With 3 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in the first half, your score, the Vikings 0, the Norsemen 41.
NLWN-TV.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes!
Make a plan today.
Back here at Whitehall High School, Rick Olson, along with Dan Hetschow, Ann Monroe, Chris Olson. Full disclosure, Chris and I are not related, which I'm sure he's very thankful for. All right, McCune tees up the ball. He approaches, swings the leg, low line kick, and it's fallen on by Whitehall, and then it goes out of bounds. I'm not
Penalty on
sure
the field on the kickoff.
if the ball went out of bounds before he fell on it, or if Whitehall fell on the ball first. Vikings took quite a chance letting that ball roll. Now they're saying it went out of bounds
Penalty
before
on
they fell on it.
enforcement.
It's considered an illegal procedure. Ball gets placed at the 35 with the
Ball is placed at
ball
the
going out of
35-yard
bounds.
line. 1st and 10 Vikings.
So, Vikings without their back to the wall, at least in field position. Sikora takes the snap, gives it off the left tackle. And it's McKee on the carry, gets it out to the 40.
McKee on
gain
the
of
carry
5.
for the
2nd and
Vikings,
5.
picking up several yards.
Yeah, good job by the
2nd and
Colfax
5.
right side of the line there to open a hole for McKee.
Vikings up to the line. Sikora waiting for the snap. Takes the ball, gives it to McKee. Tries the left side this time. Lunges forward. Gain of
McKee, the
about
ball
2.
carrier, picking up a
It's
couple
going
of
to bring up
yards.
3rd and 3. for the
3rd and
Vikings.
3.
Aiden McKee showing some positive yardage for the Vikings.
Yeah, you know, that's been Colfax's kind of strong point in is the running game. I'd like to see him stick with it for a little bit.
Back to the line. This time they give it to Hoffman. He gets taken down in the backfield.
Hoffman, the ball
Back
carrier
around
for the
the
Vikings,
35-yard
tackled in the
line.
backfield by Fremstead.
Fremstead in on the tackle.
4th down, Vikings.
Justin Fremstead coming in off the right defensive end. They're going to mark it on the 37-yard line. Brings up 4th and about 8. And again, Sikora back in punt formation. Again, McCune and Lembeck are back deep to receive. Snap, gets the kick away. Ball hits at the 35 and rolls dead at the 34-yard line.
Ball is recovered on the 34-yard line of the
So it's
Norsemen.
going to be 1st and 10 for
1st and
Whitehall
10 Norsemen.
with 1:11 to go in the first half. Don't forget that coming up at halftime, we have a Viking profile for you, as well as the Colfax High School report. And then we also have a little bit of music for you, entertainment. Full moon coming up. I believe that's a blue moon here in the month of August. It's the 2nd full moon of the month. And all the people down at the other end are singing Blue Moon. I should have known it. All right, give straight up the middle and a lot of running room. Lembeck.
Seth Lambeck takes the handoff to the Norseman, pushing the ball up the field, tackled at midfield.
Yeah, good job by number 52 for Whitehall.
Ball is placed
That
on
would be
the
Wiley
49-yard
Dunn for
line.
sealing off the edge.
First and 10, Norseman.
All right, 1st and 10, Whitehall at the Viking 49-yard line. Clock is running, under a minute to go. Norse come up to the line. Kleinhaus and Lambeck in the backfield. Pitch to Lambeck going around the right end. Gets slowed down a little bit. That time they turned him in and they sealed the corner and held him to
Lambeck, the
a
ball
1 or
carrier
2
for the
yard gain.
Norseman. Picks up of about a yard. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, good job by Colfax on that play.
That's the way it's supposed to work. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Should be the last play of the half. And they come up to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So
at
that's
the end of the first half,
with the
your score,
the Whitehall
Colfax
Norse
Vikings 0,
41
the
and
Whitehall
the Vikings
Norsemen
nothing.
41.
We've got halftime entertainment coming up in just a minute or so. In the meantime, you're tuned to Viking Football, the Northern Light Webcasting Network, and NLWN-TV.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Time now for Viking Halftime with this week's edition of Viking Profile and the Colfax High School Report. That's all coming up following this brief timeout.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. Alright, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Time now for Viking Profile, where we take a closer look at one of the Colfax Viking players. And now, Viking Profile.
Today we're talking with Colin Bowl, a senior here at Colfax High School on Viking Profile. And Colin, we know you play football, but are you involved in any other activities at school?
I did play basketball my freshman year and a couple other sports in there, but this year I'm just doing football and I'm in FFA.
Okay, so now when did you start playing football and what kind of an experience has it been for you?
Well, I started in 6th grade before middle school in Chippewa when they had their tackle football, and then I played in Colfax 7th and 8th.
Now, what's the most important thing that you've learned from playing football?
It's a team sport, and there's no way you can win any games without having a team.
Part of that, there's no I in team?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you're not playing football or you're not at school, what are some other things that interest you or keep you occupied?
I work a lot, like during the summer and after school.
Okay, I've got a few rapid fire questions for you. Just pop out with the first thing that comes into your head. Pie, ice cream, cake, or cookies?
Pie.
What kind?
Apple.
All right. That's kind of an all-American answer, isn't it? All right. Ford, Chevy, or some other brand?
Chevy.
All right. Your favorite NFL team?
Probably the Packers.
Okay, good Wisconsin answer. All right, your favorite collegiate team? College team.
The Badgers.
All right. Now, if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
Probably super strength. That way I could move anything and
handle those defensive assignments that you have without too much difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay. We're talking with Colin Bowl here on Viking Profile. And Colin, what are your plans for after high school?
I'm not real sure yet. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I'm just not quite sure what my favorite is yet.
You've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Okay. Say, how about a shout out to your family? You know, who's keeping an eye on you when you're playing?
My mom and my dad and my grandparents and my little sister.
So when people come to Viking games, what number are you going to be wearing and what position are you playing?
58 at middle linebacker and left guard.
Okay, we want to thank Colin Bowl for joining us today on Viking Profile. Coming up next, more Viking Halftime.
You've been listening to Viking Profile. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Time now for the Colfax High School report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School.
Colfax Vikings Athletics is getting back into action with girls golf team competing in a varsity invitational at the Halley Golf Course last Monday and the Wild Ridge Golf Course on Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, the Viking volleyballers will be hosting their preseason scrimmage. Invited to compete are Elk Mound, McDonald Central, and Menominee. Coming up next week, the junior varsity football team will host the Whitehall Norse JV on Monday with the kickoff at 5 p.m. Also on Monday, middle school football practice begins. On Tuesday, the volleyball teams will host a quadrangular meet when Clayton, Ellsworth, and Melrose Mindoro come to town. The action gets underway at 5 p.m. The cross-country teams will get going on Wednesday when they travel to Boyceville for the Boyceville Invitational. This 23-team event is scheduled to get underway at 11 a.m. Finally, next Friday, the Viking football team will travel to Oliva-Strum to take on the Oliva-Strum Cardinals. Kickoff is set for 7 p.m. and we'll have all the action for you right here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV. In other school news, the teachers at the Colfax schools have been busily getting ready for students with Teacher in Service on Wednesday and yesterday. Teacher in Service will continue on Monday. Also on Monday, the freshman orientation is at 5:30 p.m. and the school open house is from 4:30 to 6:30 that evening. And that's what's happening at Colfax High School.
You've been tuned to the Colfax High School report with an update about what's happening at Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is more Viking halftime and then second half action.
You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
way!
You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You've been tuned to Viking Halftime. Stay tuned. Coming up is second half action of today's Viking game on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. Rick Olson, Dan Petchow, and Monroe and Chris Olson bringing you Viking football, and we're getting ready to start the second half. Vikings trailing by the score of 41-0. Dan, your comments about half number one.
I can always find a little positive in any game.
This is true. I've worked with you enough. I know that you can do that.
For Colfax Vikings, the positive I saw so far was special teams. They've done a really good job. They had one touchdown given, but otherwise they did a good job. And
Lord knows they've had enough practice at it tonight.
They just got to learn, defense to seal off the outsides and keep the offense or the Whitehall in front of them. And their running game wasn't that bad.
True, and the sealing off the outside, they did a nice job of that real late in the half, on that play late in the half.
Yeah, their third down plays, passing plays need a little work at.
And so we're looking for things the Vikings can build upon in half number two. Hey, don't forget, for those of you that have been following Cavalier baseball on NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network, Cavaliers open WBA state tournament action tonight in about an hour from over in Marshfield. We are not carrying the game, but good Cavalier fans, if you couldn't make the trip over to Marshfield, get on YouTube. If you're watching us, you are on YouTube. And pull up Zaleski Sports in about an hour. They're going to have the game as the Cavaliers take on Prescott. So we're getting ready to get the second half started. Whitehall Norse getting ready to kick off to the Cavs. That's what I get for talking about the kickoff to the Vikings. Aiden McKee and Asher Picha are back deep to receive for the Vikings. Devin McCune teeing it up. There's the whistle. He approaches the ball. Half number two is underway. Picha picks it up, gets it out across the 20, still on his feet, leans forward to about the 24-yard line.
Advancing the ball to about the
Let's see where they mark it.
22-yard line or so. Bringing up Vikings, 1st and 10.
They're going to put it. Oh, they haven't decided yet. Right on the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Picha fought hard for those last couple yards. All right, Brian Tuchel in at quarterback. Takes a snap, gives it straight up the middle to McKee. He gets it out across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
For the Vikings.
Gain of about 7.
Yards, picking up about 6. 2nd and 4.
Well, they're going to mark it on the 31-yard line. 2nd down. 4 yards to go for the Vikings. You're right, Dan. That running game is where the Vikings can make a little money here. Vikings come up to the line.
Yeah, just keep it out of Whitehall's hands for a little bit.
And a give up the middle again. Again, this is McKee, and he's out near first down territory.
McKee takes the ball up the middle. Picks up the
and he's got the first down. Well, yeah, evidently. It's on the 36-yard line. He only had to get to the 35. New wide out for the Vikings. Chance Smith splitting out wide to the right. Sikora goes in motion. Give up the middle again to McKee. He gets across the 35 back to the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a yard on the play.
2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Yeah, Colfax has got some good road graders up front, so see if they can open up some holes.
Smith is splitting out wide to the left. Sikora slot on the left. Single setback. Swanson out wide to the right, or on the left. Smith was on the right. Give straight up the middle, and a gain of about a yard.
Gain of about a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, and let's call it 7. As they're at the 49-ish, or 39-ish yard line. We are in running time this half. And we've got a flag going, and it's going to be illegal procedure against the Vikings. Chance Smith took off a little bit early. Ball goes back to the 34-yard line.
Ball placed on the 34-yard line. 3rd and about 12.
Third and 12. Smith out wide to the right. Swanson to the left. Snap to 2. She'll give it straight up the middle, driving forward out to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 5.
Ball is placed on the 39-yard line.
4th down and 7.
And about 7.
Well, we have another receiver in there that's the number 3 that we don't have the name of, unless it might be Theo Hovde. The snap rolls back, and we can't get the punt away. Smothered back there by number 52, Wiley Dunn.
Yeah, bad snap by Colfax.
Brings it 1st and 10 Norsemen.
Sikora was smothered back at the 28-yard line, and that's where
the defensive line of that Norseman front. Number 52.
That's where the Norse will take over, 1st and
10. Number 55, Zach Spittler. Number 56, Wiley Dunn. And number 60, Colton Sluga.
Norse come up to the line of scrimmage. McCune split out wide to the left. They put man in motion and give it straight up the middle to Kleinhans.
The middle to Kleinhans, picking up
and he got down to about the 26-yard line. Gain of 3.
On the 26-yard line.
2nd down, 7. Whitehall up to the line. Sinsala under center. Coming around the left side. Still on his feet across the 25 down to about the 21-yard line. That was Isaac Skoyen.
The ball carrier for the Norse.
Isaac Skoyen on the carry.
Pushing the ball.
They're going to mark it at the 21.
Third and about 3.
Third down, and we have an official timeout for an injury on the field. We have a Viking down. That looks like Josiah Harder. Trainer's out there. Looks like a cramp is the way they're treating it. So while they tend to the injury, we'll take this timeout. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
It happens to everyone eventually. Your computer goes on the fritz. Fear not, Slayton's Technology Services can help. When your computer decides to not cooperate, it can be very frustrating. Let Slayton's Technology Services keep you from wanting to drive your computer right off a cliff. Slayton's Technology Services supports business of all sizes. They offer assistance with managed anti-malware, encrypted email, fast tech support, data backup, and recovery, and more. Call Slayton's Technology Services at 715-864-2833 and get the IT help you desire. Slayton's Technology Services is the official IT service for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. You're tuned to the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. We use advertising revenue to make this service available to you. If you have a business and would like to get your message out to our ever-increasing audience, give us a call at 715-563-1749. We'll be happy to discuss our budget-friendly advertising packages with you. Get your business noticed on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV by calling 715-563-1749.
Simplify your life. Pleasant Valley Properties provides affordable housing and homes in communities in Wisconsin, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. They have staff available to help you locate the home that best meets your needs and desires, as well as service staff that maintains the properties. Contact Pleasant Valley Properties at 715-226-6200. Call today and let them help you get into the home of your dreams. That's Pleasant Valley Properties, 301 Bremer Avenue in Colfax.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. They are still working on Josiah Harder out there. You know, last time the Vikings had the ball, they got a couple of good running plays. Now we're going to get some beefy help to get Josiah Harder off. He's going to go off on the Whitehall side so the trainer can take a look at him over there. Home team provides trainers at these games.
Pickle juice. Remember that?
Yes, they still do that. You know, actually, I don't think that's Josiah. I think that's Ashton Greenwell. I thought it was 62 originally, and I'm sorry to the Harder family for making them all go panic. It's Ashton Greenwell.
Play. It'll be third down and 3 to go.
When he came off the field, we could see it was 52, not 62. So now the Norse have it. Third down and about 3 at the 21-yard line of the Vikings. Turn and give it to the tailback straight up the middle. He's got plenty of room. Gets it down to about the 11-yard line. Gain of almost 10. That's Thorne on the carry.
Ball carrier for the Norsemen.
Good tackle by number 66, Cameron Molina.
Molina impressed some people last year as a freshman, as a run stuffer.
Yeah, seemed like he grew a little bit.
He has grown. Well, he should between freshman and sophomore year. All right, Norse at the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 at about the 11. Put a man in motion. Giving it to Kleinhans, and he takes it off the right side.
The ball carrier for the Norsemen.
Gain of about
Small
a yard.
Gain of about a yard. 2nd and 9.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. We're under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Norse at the line of scrimmage. They put a man in motion going off to the right. Hand off on the left side. Hit hard! Or they're saying a fumble. And the Vikings come away with it.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the Vikings.
That was Edison Sala, the misconnection on the handoff, and the ball went on the ground, and the Vikings recover. That's the first big break for the Vikings.
Yeah, good job by Colfax to stay with it and get the turnover.
So the Vikings have it 1st and 10 at about the 14-yard line. That's almost right on the 15. So the Vikings come up to the line. Tuchel at quarterback still. That's Brian Tuchel. Now we have a whistle. Clock is stopped. Timeout called by the Norse.
Called by the Norsemen.
So with 2:42 to go in the third quarter, it's the Whitehall Norse 41 and the Vikings nothing. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
High school football action is coming your way on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. Coming up on Friday, August 27th, the Colfax Vikings will travel to Elevestrom High School to take on the Elevestrom Cardinals. Coverage begins at 6:40 p.m. with Viking Preview. That's live Colfax Viking football on Friday, August 27th, on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School following a Whitehall timeout. Vikings trailing 41-0. 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Vikings have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line following a fumble recovery. All right, they come up to the line of scrimmage. Tuchel at quarterback. Takes a snap. It goes right past him. He's back near the end zone, gets taken down in the end zone. Did he get out? They're going to say he got out of the end zone by about half the length of the football. So it's going to bring 2nd down.
The ball is on
and let's say 25 to go. And more importantly, they cannot make a mistake here without giving up the safety. All right, Vikings come up to the line. Tuchel takes a snap. Keeps it himself. He gets a little bit of running room, gets it out across the 10 to about the 12-yard line.
Running up the middle, picking up several yards.
You know, Dan, I don't know if you saw it, but Cameron Molina stuck with his block, took his guy all the way outside the numbers, and ended up, the Whitehall guy went down on the ground, and Molina came down right down on top of him. Yeah, right down around the 12-yard line. It was a long ways from the play.
Good job by the Colfax front line to move that ball.
So it's 3rd down and about, we'll call it a long 12, short 13. High snap. Give to McKee. He's got a hole. He's in the open. He's out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Aiden McKee with a nice run up the middle.
Tackled at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, the middle is starting to open up for Colfax right now.
I see a lot of different numbers out there, especially in the up front for Whitehall.
Make it 1 or 2 plays yet for the start of the fourth quarter.
Vikings put a man in motion. Give up the middle again. This is Picha. He gets across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 3.
The Norsemen, 2nd and about 7.
2nd down, 7 for the Vikings. They're not in any rush. Looks like that'll probably be the last play of the quarter. Maybe not. They're up to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds to go. There's a snap. Quick pass to Nelson. He's across the 40. He's down to the 35. He's still rumbling and stumbling down across the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. That's going to be the end of the third quarter, but the Vikings are on the move. So at the end of the third quarter, it's Whitehall 41, Vikings nothing, but they're on the drive. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Are your pooch's proportions putting on pounds? Or is your kitty's constitution constantly complaining? Well, stop by and see the friendly folks at the Colfax Animal Hospital. Dr. Bruce Buckley and his staff will be happy to help you get your family friend back on the road to healthy living. That's the Colfax Animal Hospital. Call them at 715-962-3380.
When it comes to your finances, security is just so important. Dairy State Bank's online banking and mobile app offers dozens of new and enhanced real-time alerts. Whether an ATM withdrawal is made or a login to your account failed, you'll instantly know. So now, the technology that makes it easier to manage your money is also making it safer. Visit dairystatebank.com or call to learn more. Dairy State Bank. Banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Vikings trailing but driving. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the Whitehall 28-yard line. Well, Dan, that little seam pass to Nick Nelson is something the Vikings have been waiting to run.
Starting the fourth
Yeah,
quarter,
keep running up the middle and trying to get a little play action in there.
Vikings.
So the Vikings come up to the line. Smith splitting out wide to the left. Sikora waiting for the ball. Gives it straight up. He kept it himself. Pitches it to the outside and falling on it. And they're saying it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass is ruled.
That was to Sikora. Yeah, I may have said Sikora waiting for the snap. It was Tuchel at quarterback.
2nd and 10.
Nonetheless, 2nd and 10 for the Vikings at the 28. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Smith out wide to the left. Tuchel waits. Takes the high snap. He has to go and fall down on it. Back outside the 35 to about the 37-yard line.
Third down.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 19 for the Vikings.
Yeah, Colfax can't go away from what's been feeding them.
Well, they may have been getting to what was feeding him, except Tuchel couldn't handle the snap because it was way over his head. So now he's waiting for the snap again. Tuchel keeps it, rolls out to the right. He keeps it himself. He's got some running room. He gets it down across the 50, or down across the 25, down to about the 23-yard line, I believe. Well, they're going to mark it on the 22. All the way down to the 22-yard line.
4th and 5.
4th down, about 5 yards to go for the Vikings. Brian Tuchel rolled out to the right, kept it himself. Smith splits out wide on the left side. Sikora goes in motion. Give up the middle to McKee. Now he swings it to the outside, and he's tied up for a gain of about a yard, but that's not going to be anywhere near enough, and the ball's going to go over on downs to Whitehall Norse.
Number 50. Number 52, Wiley Dunn, comes about the big tackle for Whitehall.
McKee took it right just inside the left tackle, and nothing was there, so he cut it to the outside, and Whitehall did a nice job of flowing to the play and just didn't give him anywhere to run. So the Norse come up to the line of scrimmage. They have a receiver split out wide on the left side. Give straight up the middle, and there was nothing there that time. Cameron Molina, using his run-stuffing abilities, snuffed that one out in the backfield. We have a new quarterback in there.
Loss of a couple of yards.
Braden Lisowski now at quarterback. So 2nd and 13. They put a man in motion. Pitch around the right side, and getting knocked down at the line of scrimmage was Lembeck. Lembeck with no gain brings up 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 13.
.7:48 to go in the ball game. Up to the line of scrimmage come the Whitehall Wolves. Dropping back throw over on the left side is complete. Getting out across the 30 to close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it.
To number 15, Brian Flores.
And he does have a first down. Just barely, but he did get the first down out at the 33-yard line. That's actually about the 34 where they put it. So 1st and 10. And here come the Norse. They put a man in motion to the right. Quick pitch to the right. Coming around the right side and snarled up in the backfield. That time good penetration by the Viking defense. And the Vikings have a player down. That's Colin Bowl. And he's in some pain down there. Lambeck was on the carry. And Colin Bowl is hurting. So we're going to take a timeout on the field. 6:30 to go in the game. Whitehall 41, Vikings 0. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
To get your lawn or garden to perform like you want, you first need to know about your soil. That's where Midwest Environmental Consultants can help. Their soil testing service can give you a complete rundown on your soil's nutrition and health. They test for nitrogen levels, phosphorus, potash, micronutrients, minerals, pH, and organic matter. Let Midwest Environmental Consultants put you in control of your soil's health. Call Midwest Environmental Consultants at 715-586-1302. That's Midwest Environmental Consultants, soil testers for the Chippewa Valley.
Football is a game with a lot of risks, and so is the game of life. You could protect yourself from those risks by contacting Rod Larson and the Security Agency LLC. Whether it's auto, home, life, farm, commercial, or some other type of insurance, Rod will make sure that every policy is customized based on your budget and needs. Give Rod Larson and the Security Agency LLC a call at 715-962-3060.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Meet the scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
How is it? Is it good?
And we're back here at, we're not at Colfax High School, we're at Whitehall High School, where the Vikings are trailing the Whitehall Norse 41-0. Much less important is the score, as right now they are tending to Colin Bowl on the field, and they're splinting his leg. Hopefully it's just for precautionary reasons, but they're putting a splint on it. And so we hope the best for Colin. Especially since he's one of the guys the Vikings were really counting on this year. Defensively, he's been a leader on the defense. And so, I'll tell you what, while they're still working on him, it's going to be a minute or so. Why don't we take another time out? Your tune. Well, actually, before we do that, let me mention this, that don't forget to join NLWN-TV and the Northern Light Webcasting Network on Friday, August 27th. That's 1 week from tonight, as we bring you the Colfax Vikings taking on the Olivestrom Cardinals from Olivestrom High School. Coverage on the 27th will begin with Viking pregame at 6:40 on both the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV. A couple other things going on. The Viking volleyball team is going to host a quadrangular meet on Tuesday when they host Clayton, Ellsworth, and Melrose Mindoro. And action gets underway at 5 p.m. in the Colfax High School gym. Also, the Colfax cross-country teams are going to travel over to Boyceville on Wednesday to take part in that 23-team Boyceville Invitational. And the action starts at 11 a.m. That's next Wednesday. And they're still working on Colin Bowl out there, so we're going to take a bit more of a time out. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. But I need that back. No. Kevin!
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat. If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
He's laying down it.
And we're looking down on the field. They're getting ready to take Colin Bowl off the field. And they're going to do it with a wagon. And they're getting them loaded up. And off the field. A nice hand for a Colin Bowl. So 6:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Vikings trailing 41-0. Whitehall has the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, as we resume play, that next Friday night, the Arcadia Raiders come here to Whitehall to challenge the Norsemen. Make sure you're here next week for a
second down and 11.
A great game.
And Whitehall comes up to the line. Zowski was at quarterback. Ducks in under center. He rolls out to the right, looking downfield. He's got his receiver who catches it and goes down. Passes complete to Rodriguez.
Caden Johnson.
Wow, they're saying Caden Johnson. So our numbers are different than theirs.
Ball placed on the 40-yard line, 3rd and 5.
So, third down and make it about 4 yards to go. They've got to get out to the 44. Ball's right on the 40. Quick pitch around the right end and carrying it. It only gets to the 43.
Seth
He's going to be
Lambeck,
about
ball
a yard
carrier
short.
for the
Lambeck
Norsemen.
on the carry.
Picking up a couple of yards. Fourth and about
a
1.
yard. 5:06 to go. Norse taking their time. Riley Jarstead spread out wide. Give straight up the middle and nowhere to go that time. Again, the Viking defensive line plugs up the hole.
Turnover on down.
And the ball goes over on downs
First
to
and
the
10
Vikings. First and 10 at the Whitehall 40-yard line. Coming up
Ball
on
placed
4
on the
minutes to
40-yard
go.
line.
Yeah, good job by Colfax four there on their defense.
Okay, the Vikings come up to the line. Quick snap, Sikora at quarterback. Keeps it himself. Pitches it out to Tuchel. That's Bryson Tuchel. They get across the 40 down to about the 37 or 38-yard line.
Gain of a couple of yards.
It's going to bring up second down 8. Second and 8 at the 38. Up to the line come the Vikings. Chance Smith split out wide to the left. Sikora giving it to Hoffman, who takes it around the right end and taken down at the 30. That should be good enough for a first down.
About the 30-yard line.
See where they mark it. They're going to say he's short.
Yeah.
Well, I sure thought he straddled that 30-yard line, but evidently not. Or if he did, the ball didn't. Third and a yard. Vikings up to the line. Give straight up the middle. McKee on the carry. He gets it across the 30 down to the 25 and close to the 20-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They're going to mark it on the 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Vikings. Well, Dan, the Vikings could go away on a high note if they can put a score on the board at the end of this game.
Yeah, Aiden McKee's showing what he can do tonight.
All right, Vikings at the line. Tuchel goes in motion. Give to McKee. Sikora keeps it. He's heading for the pylon, and he hits the pylon. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds on the 1.
Tuchel, ball carrier for the Vikings, runs out of bounds at the 1-yard line. First and goal, Vikings.
Minute and a half to go. Vikings have got to show a little urgency here. First and goal from the 1. Sikora in the pistol. McKee, the only back. Sikora keeps it himself and into the end zone. Viking touchdown.
Takes it himself into the end zone for a Vikings touchdown.
That'll make the score. Whitehall Norse 41, but the Vikings now have 6. Vikings going to attempt the extra point here. I believe they're going to go for 2. Tristan Lenz splitting out wide to the right. Tuchel on the left. Tuchel goes in motion. Give straight up the middle. Big hole for McKee. Takes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
McKee takes it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
So that makes the score Whitehall 41 and the Vikings 8. You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You are loved. You are valued. You are resilient. You got this.
You're there for them. We're here for you. Find free care guides at aarp.org/caregiving.
Okay, Dan, the Vikings have something they can hang their hat on now.
Yeah, good series there for Colfax.
And again, it shows on the ground, they're pretty effective.
Yeah.
Just over a minute to go.
Sikora kicking off.
Sikora going to kick away for the Vikings. Back deep to receive. Let's see. It looks like Lambeck is one of them. And maybe Thorne is on the other side. Yeah, it's coming down to Thorne. He gives it to Lambeck going around the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him, and he's going to take it to the house. Seth Lambeck Lambert with that kickoff return somewhere in the 80-yard kickoff return vicinity.
Yeah, good job by Whitehall there to pull the Colfax defense one day and take it the other.
And then they pinned them all over. Thorne made it look like he was going to take it to the right, handed it to Lambeck going back around to the left, and they pinned the Vikings to the right side. And Lambeck had clear sailing. All he had to beat was Sikora, and he made a move on Sikora. Sikora made a dive for his feet and missed. And that was all she wrote. McCune to try the extra point. Here's a snap, the place, the kick. It's up, and it's no good. So the score remains Whitehall 47, Vikings 8.
48 seconds remaining.
You're tuned to Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys, preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
I'm ready for them. You don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
So we're back at Whitehall High School, and let's see, what was that? 13 seconds between touchdowns there, Dan. Vikings scored with 1:01 to go, and now with 48 seconds to go, Whitehall has scored. So it's 47-8, Whitehall on top of the Vikings. Devin McCune to kick off. Maybe not. I think it's a different kicker. Is that Thorne? Nope. Nick Katzman. Kicks it, coming down. The Vikings out across the 45.
Anderson takes the kickoff for the Vikings.
Kate Anderson.
Adam Kleinhans on the tackle for the Norsemen.
Looks like they're going to mark it just shy of the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ball placed on the 44-yard line. First and 10.
Doesn't look like they're going to run another play.
Vikings don't have to run a play if they don't want to. And it looks like they don't want to. They're shaking hands with the officials. And that's going to do it. Final score from Whitehall. It's the Whitehall Norse 47 and the Colfax Vikings.
Ladies and gentlemen, your final score
We're going to
tonight.
have a brief Viking post game because I
The
don't
Colfax
think
Vikings 8. The Whitehall Norsemen
Matt DeMoe is going to come over and want to talk
47.
with us today. So 47
We'll
to
see you
8,
next
we'll
week,
have Viking
next
post
Friday night.
game
It'll
coming
be
up
Arcadia
right after
Raiders
this.
coming to
You're
Whitehall.
tuned to Viking football.
Thank you,
on
everyone,
Northern
for
Light
coming
Webcasting
tonight.
Network and
Please drive home safe.
NLWN-TV.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
This has been Colfax Viking Football, live on the Northern Light Webcasting Network. This has been a presentation of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with Colfax High School. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Viking Postgame, where I'll look back at today's game.
Right here, baby. Look. Uma. ¿Cuántos años tienes?
No,
Something more than a birthday is happening here. Once you can see it, you can help. The sooner you recognize the signs of autism, the sooner you can make a lifetime of difference for your child. Start by answering a few simple questions at screenforautism.org.
Time now for Viking Postgame with our wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. And now, back out to the stadium.
And we're back here at Whitehall High School. Rick Olson along with Dan Petchow. I should mention Ann Monroe and Chris Olson also working the technical end of things for us. And Dan, Vikings took one on the chin, 47-8.
Yeah, it was a little lopsided on the score, but I always can find a little light in the tunnel for the Colfax. Special teams did good. Defensive front four, offensive front four did good. They got something to build on. So we'll see what happens here next week. They just got to be patient.
Over and ask them if they can turn that down a little bit.
We'll see how it all plays out here in the next game.
Yeah, I mean, there were positives for the Vikings to build on, and there were just a lot of negatives that they have to overcome. But it seemed like in the second half, they figured out shutting down the outside. That helped a lot. And they went to the running game and stayed with it and discovered they can move the ball down the field. So if they keep building on those things, if they control the ball, 3 and out, you're giving the other team the ball, and they have all kinds of time to do stuff, and so the score ends up lopsided. But if you can control the ball moving down the field, worst case scenario, you keep the other offense off the field.
Yeah, they struggled a little tonight on their pass plays. They had some turnovers and balls that got away from the center, but something to build on for next week.
And next week, it's going to be the Vikings over at Olivestrom High School, as the Vikings will take on the Olivestrom Cardinals. We're going to have that game for you here on the Northern Light Webcasting Network audio service and NLWN-TV. Viking pregame will get underway at 6:30. Don't forget the Viking volleyball team hosting that quadrangular meet on Tuesday when they host Clayton, Ellsworth, and Melrose Mindoro. On Tuesday, the action gets underway at 5 p.m. in the Colfax High School gym. Also, don't forget the cross-country teams are going to travel over to Boyceville on Wednesday to take part in the 23-team Boyceville Invitational. Action starts in Boyceville at 11 o'clock. So that's just about going to wrap it up for Chris Olson, Ann Monroe, Dan Petchow. This is Rick Olson reminding you that tonight's Colfax High School football game is brought to you by the Colfax Animal Hospital, Dairy State Bank, Midwest Environmental Consultants, Anderson Bridge, Synergy Co-op, Slayton's Technology, Pleasant Valley Properties, the Security Agency, and Kyle's Buff and Shine. Be sure to thank these fine sponsors for bringing you Colfax Viking football on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV. And you've been tuned to Viking Postgame on the Northern Light Webcasting Network and NLWN-TV.
You're home before sunrise, on top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org.
You've been listening to Viking Postgame, a wrap-up of today's Colfax Vikings game. You can catch Colfax Vikings games by tuning in any of the Northern Light Webcasting Network outlets. This has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network.